Hi, it's Maureen here, and it is day four of my treatment program at the Neurologic Relief Center in Fayetteville, Arkansas. Um, yeah, as you can hear, I am very croaky and very coldy. And this is day four of my very first week. In fact, it's my last week. You have 4 days in clinic every week, so Monday to Thursday, and this is the end of Thursday. So it's my end of my first week, and I didn't actually get all my treatments today because I have a cold and I have managed to get a temperature. And Dr. Katinka decided that I wasn't really able to have some of the treatments, or I wouldn't get full benefit from some of them. So I didn't get the neuromuscular re-education through the art machine, and it was actually quite funny because I'd really had to psych myself up for it because yesterday I found it so excruciating. And I really geared myself up for going in for the treatment. And then I got in for the treatment, and then they went, actually, you've got a fever, and this isn't going to work so well, and we need to go to speak to Dr. Katinka. And suddenly I was told, you can't have it. And I wasn't allowed to go into the Magnosphere either. So all really today that was feasible was I had, I think, 3 lots of adjustments on my neck, and also a session with Dr. Katinka's father, who was really freeing up nerves on my spine. And yeah, a very unusual way when he kind of lifts your arm and tests it and then literally flicks nerves off your spine. And yeah, so yeah, it's been a funny day because I haven't felt well at all today. Had a real sort of temperature, cold, sore throat, a couple of treatments not really allowed, and but it's been a good day in lots of other ways because one of the girls, Maddie, that had been at the clinic for a little while, graduated today. She rang the bell and she's going home, and she has her life back after having 10 years of CRPS and some other health issues as well. And she was looking absolutely amazing. And I've shared that video. I've actually shared that video on this page so that you can actually see Maddie ringing the bell. You'll actually see a real glimpse of me right in the background, in the back corner. I was trying to keep my germs up in the back corner today because I don't think any of them needed my germs today. So, yeah, it was just amazing to see Maddie ring the bell because she'd been in a really, obviously a long time of quite severe health issues, and she got her life back, and it was a really emotional thing where, she was emotional, Dr. Katinka's emotional, her Bryce, her therapist, was emotional, our mum was filming it and she was emotional. And I think every single one of us as patients who are also there just now were really emotional, so thrilled for her. But also it gave so much hope to each of us. And yeah, so it was an amazing day in that way. What else has happened today? I've had allergy testing done for food sensitivities. They're quite comprehensive at the clinic. They're really looking to eliminate everything that might be interfering with the way your central nervous system works. So as well as doing a lot of work on your vagus nerve and your spine, and work with the neuromuscular re-education, and also I'm going to be having some work done with radio sound waves to try and break up a lot of my scar tissue. And then you have detox ionic foot baths and, and magnospheres and various other blood tests. And I had an EMG done on my spine the other day, which showed up a lot of areas actually that went off the scale on their they have kind of, when they do the EMG on the spine, the readings come up in different colors, and one is, white's normal and red is kind of problem area and black's off the scale, etc. And I was quite off the scale and quite a lot. I've also to get full x-rays done, I think, on my spine. And yeah, no, it's been, for my first week, it's been busy, it's been overwhelming in some ways, it's been tough. Some of these treatments are really painful and really push you through limits you don't know you have, really. And yeah, but I've also been bowled over by the kindness of people here. I cannot get over that I have traveled halfway around the world. I'm the first patient, not just from Scotland, but from the UK here. And I have been welcomed here with open arms, with love, and with so much support offered to me. At the moment, I am not really wearing shoes on my feet because of the nerve problems in my feet, and not really able to do too much with these hands, and using a wheelchair at the moment. And Peter's going home. My husband Peter's having to go home back to Scotland on Saturday to get back to work so that we can actually fund this, because these things, we are making this happen because we feel called to do so and are taking steps to make it happen. But at the end of the day, we need to make choices and we need to do things to make it possible. And it's been very much a trip for me on coming on faith and trust, because traveling halfway around the world, to know that I'm going to be at least 10 weeks here, and obviously the financial implications of that, and being away from family, and also at a stage in my life where at the moment I am not hugely independent. I know, if you follow my page, if you know my work that I do, and follow my other Facebook page or my website, or know the work I do, then you're probably very used to just seeing the smiling face, the online visibility, and the smiling face, and the positivity and the inspirational messages I share. But you're not really seeing the fact that I am not hugely independent just now, that I am physically quite challenged and requiring a lot of help. And to come to a country knowing that I'm going to be here on my own for a lot of it at the time, because Peter can't stay here the whole time, it's been a biggie. And I've always come on faith and trust, and said, look, I just have this real calling. This is where I need to be. This feels right. And I need to go with trust and faith. And the right people will come into my life, the right situation will come together, and that I will manage somehow. And I've been really bowled over by the kindness of people here, giving me their phone numbers, offering helps of lifts. Peter and I have just sat for an amazing 2 hours with a wonderful lady who's a patient at the clinic, and also staying in the same hotel, who has now offered to take me to clinic next week every day, because I won't have a car and Peter won't be here, and I'll be relying on Uber taxis for a while. And just so many just kindness shown to me, and love and faith, and it's just an amazing place. And I've had a tough week, and it's been really hard, and I've found it really challenging, and I'm really, I'm not feeling great. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm in a lot of pain. I haven't had real great benefits this week. I haven't had the breakthroughs that some of the patients get on their first week. I've had like a 20-second bit of a breakthrough on my shoulder. I haven't had the rest. But I know I'm in the right place, and I know I will get those results. And I have to trust this process, because I am seeing it working. I am seeing it in the other patients here that have been here longer than me. And I'm seeing the changes that they are achieving. And I say Maddie ringing the bell today was just really awesome to see. So it's been, long week. I'm now going to have 3 days of clinic. Clinic's Monday to Thursday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I'm going to try and get my head around the food situation, as in I've got kind of certain amounts of proteins, carbs, and all sorts that I need to start eating. Because when they're using all this neuromuscular re-education and breaking down scar tissue and separating, the scar tissue from the muscles of your nerves, it's like doing major workouts, and you need the input. You need to start really watching what you're eating. I say I have had allergy testing done today, which I'll come back in a couple of weeks. And yeah, it's been a funny day today, but I say because I haven't been well, because a couple of treatments I got stopped and wasn't allowed to do, but a really rewarding day and something that is finished off with a beautiful, having a couple of hours with actually a fellow patient here in this hotel, just reaching out and offering so much help for me over the next week or two, while I need to readjust to being over here on my own. Over the weekend, my plan is I'm going to try and come in and really share with you. I'm going to share with you how CRPS affects me, because I think it's good for you to know a baseline. Because CRPS affects us all differently. And there are also patients here with fibromyalgia and other conditions here as well. It's not just for CRPS, it's to do with anything to do with the central nervous system. But I think, to know a baseline from where I am, because I'm not the most straightforward case here, and to really then, share the journey I have with you and the treatments that I have as I move forwards. It'll be good for you to gauge and know and understand more. And I am going to come in live sometimes as well. I'm going to try and do that at the weekend and actually come in live, because I think people need to know about this amazing, the miracles that are happening at this place. I am seeing them happening, and if they're happening for other people, then they can happen for me, and they can happen for you. And it's a big commitment. But I am seeing people here that have raised the money through fundraisers and all sorts to be here. And it's just humbling, and yeah, there is so much love and support. And I say, Peter got this massive hug from Dr. Katinka today. She's asked him to bring some shortbread back when he comes back to see me in about 3 weeks' time. And it just, yeah, it's an amazing atmosphere, and miracles are happening. People are really seeing amazing improvements and getting their lives back. And so for any of you who, like me, were told with CRPS there is no cure, there is no hope, just accept. I am seeing that there is hope. And I have come here on wings of hope and wings of faith and wings of trust. And I'm also here feeling quite called just to share with you. Because as it's more people need to know that there is hope. You need to hang on to that. You need hope to fuel you when you have a condition like this. Because living a life of constant pain and being constantly told there is no cure and there's nothing you can do isn't a great way to live. And it's, you need to know there is hope, and I am seeing it. So I'm going to go now. I am loaded. I'm not going to lie, I am burning up. I am feeling rotten. But I've got through another day. I've got through to the end of the first week. And I've had my treatment plan. I've actually had a care plan. That's the other thing I'll share with you actually before I go. I sat down today, Dr. Katinka and some of the staff sat down and put together my care plan for the next few weeks. And that went through today. And, it looks like, they're saying at the moment, there is no, whilst in the beginning they say it's a 10-week program, I am seeing people here a lot longer than that. Some people leave a little bit earlier than that. It depends on your specifics and your uniqueness and condition and how it affects you. And they've estimated I'll be here 10, 12 weeks. They've given me a care plan with lots of different treatments they're advising in certain numbers. But again, from there, it may change as I improve, as I move forwards. And I say at the end of this first week, I've had no major breakthroughs, major improvements, apart from like a nice 20-second relief on one shoulder. But I am fueled with hope. and I am seeing amazing things, and I'm feeling very enriched and nourished by that. Um, so I'm hanging in, and I'm going to try and get myself better over the weekend so that come Monday I go in there free of this cold, feeling a lot stronger, so that I can really get stuck in. So anyway, I will pop back tomorrow. It's not a clinic day tomorrow. It's Friday. It's a rest day. It's dealing with the cold, and it's also a day I need to get myself organised before Peter goes home and get my fridge stocked up and help him get, well, he can help me get as many things sorted as possible, just because I'm not hugely independent at the moment. I need to, a little bit of organisation is needed. So anyway, take care. I'll pop back in the morning. Useful, but please, any specific questions, then please ask. I'm very happy to answer if I can. I'm very much finding my way and learning myself, but yeah, I think just take hope from, I'm seeing amazing things here. And yeah, I wouldn't have come halfway around the world if it wasn't with real belief that there was going to be real gifts and rewards and positive outcomes. And I am seeing amazing things. So please check in regularly with me, watch my progress, and yeah, I'm going to share just exactly how I get on. Take care. Much love. Speak to you tomorrow.